This movie's getting violated by critics. Everyone is just shitting on it. Is it good? No one fucking cares. It doesn't matter because no one cares. This movie flopped hard at the box office. It's rough. But should you watch the movie? I mean, maybe if you're like a big Sopranos fan. Let me get into it. This film is a series of loosely connected references to The Sopranos. The main storyline has a really unsatisfying ending. The B storyline doesn't go anywhere. It feels more like a big budget Netflix show than an actual movie, but it's not all bad. The opening shot was incredible. It had like this cold, dark atmosphere to it. It's very unique. We pan over grave sites, hearing their voices. We stop at Christopher Moltisanti, where he begins his narration. That was a good opening. It's creative. It cleverly establishes the narrator. But then again, Christopher's narration doesn't add anything. It doesn't tie into anything. I don't think so. If there was something, comment it down below. But I genuinely didn't get anything out of it. But the movie is about his father, Dicky Moltisanti, which for the most part was a fine character. We as the audience come to understand him and we kind of feel for him. But the way it ended was so rushed and it just came out of nowhere. I do like how petty these characters are. It's one of my favorite things. They're just so they're supposed to be these hardened, scary criminals and they just act like divas. I love it so much. But you can't end a story like that. I just feel like David Chase can't write endings. It's such an unsatisfying and out of nowhere ending. I mean, you guys all know how The Sopranos ended. I'm not gonna spoil anything. But yeah, there's also just strange choices all around. The tension in the movie was just strange and not good. At one point in the movie, made men get killed. And when made men get killed, it's a big deal. And we're assuming this is the golden era for the mafia. Tony Soprano in the original series is constantly talking about how they used to do this, they used to do that, and then one of them gets killed and it's not all hands on deck or we're gonna go get the guy. It just cuts to the B storyline. Eventually they do get the revenge, but we don't see how. We don't it's not treated that well. This one big action scene happens and it doesn't fully make sense. We see one person get killed, minor spoiler, this random character who has this random ass guy, he gets killed, and then we see the main character run into a bar and then magically Tony Soprano's dad just disappears from the scene with magic, I guess. I don't know, it's all just done really weird. Everything just feels weird. But speaking of subplots, Harold and the rising racial tensions in the film was pretty much pointless to the rest of the movie. It doesn't lead anywhere. I mean, the characters are racist, but there's almost no it doesn't matter. You could delete it from the film and it wouldn't make a difference. I mean, it kind of would, but it just feels very out there. I feel like the creators were trying to capture the time or whatever, but to me it just felt like an excuse to film black people getting beat. I feel like we've seen enough of that now. Some of the pros of the movie, the actors actually look like the actors that they're playing. Tony Soprano, they got his son to do him. Can't get closer than that. The lady that played Livia Soprano, Tony Soprano's mother, looks just like her. They got Paulie right. All the casting was great. Everyone's acting was pretty good. Janice casting was really good. Looks just like her. But the actor that plays Junior does not look anything like him. That doesn't look like him. They should have at least done that right. Oh yeah, this film has weird logic. Just look at this scene. How can they not see him? This is cartoon logic, bro. What? This whole film felt very unnecessary. It didn't really add too much to the story. Some of these characters were talked about in the original show, and seeing it doesn't really do much. I mean, I'm not sure we needed an origin story for Silvio's hair. The fact that it was a wig, it doesn't matter. I don't care. It's kind of a cool little reference, but I don't care. I haven't rewatched Sopranos in a while. It's been years since I finished it. From the little I remember, Chris Moltisanti's dad, it was a big plot point that he was a drug addict. I wonder why it was kind of retconned from the film or from the story. He doesn't do drugs. It's never implied. I don't know. I'm kind of glad this movie flopped because it really just felt like a cash grab. It really just felt like a paycheck, but it only made $7 million in the box office and costed $50 million. Reportedly, I don't know if those numbers are accurate, but that's really tough. That's tough. I mean, obviously they're gonna get more from HBO Max, but whatever. I was thinking of actually watching this in theaters, but I saw the trailer and it just looked weird. And then I saw like the cover for the film. It looks absolutely horrible. Like these are my levels of Photoshop skills. My thumbnails are on par with this cover. What the hell is this? What is this? Like, it's really bad. Who thought that was fine? I'm glad this wasn't the first movie I finally saw in theaters. But yeah. Just to wrap it all up, cinematography was whatever. It was fine. I won't lie, the ending was really good, but they just used nostalgia. The way, like, they used the song, I'm not gonna say which song, but they used the song in a certain way, and that was like full nostalgia, and it just, I don't know, the way they did it just felt really nice, just felt really good, but it wasn't because like it was impressively done or anything. It was just, yeah, like all the stories were pretty unresolved. It pretty much just felt like it just abruptly